Okay, today we're diving into marlenespetshop.com. It's an online store selling things like the Kitty Curls toy, Flappy Perry, Stark Ball,
Right.
popular pet stuff.
Right.
And the site itself looks, well, pretty good. The reviews on there are really glowing, amazing even.
Yeah, they definitely put effort into the presentation.
But here's the thing, the sort of central puzzle.
Yeah.
The moment you look just a tiny bit deeper, things start to seem off immediately.
As putting it mildly.
So our goal here is to figure out, is this shop legit, or is this something you as a pet owner should maybe skip?
Let's get into it.
So where do we start? I think maybe their origin story, because that's where it gets weird fast. Marlenes Pet Shop states pretty clearly that pet parents have trusted us since 2009.
2009, that's a key claim, right? 15 years, it suggests stability, trustworthiness.
Exactly. Builds confidence.
But the source material we looked at, it shows something totally different. The actual domain name, marlenespetshop.com, it wasn't registered until May 2024.
May 2024, so just a few months ago, basically.
Yeah, not 15 years ago. We're talking about a 14-year gap between what they claim and the facts. That's not just a small error. That's a fabrication.
Wow. Okay. And this is where it gets even stranger, right? If you take that May 2024 date and look at their own customer reviews, the ones on their site, we found reviews mentioning specific dates like March 2024, even February 2024.
Right, which is impossible.
Totally impossible.
How are customers reviewing products from a store 2 or 3 months before the store's website even existed online? It just doesn't add up.
That makes no sense.
It's frankly quite bold to leave those dates up. That alone is a huge red flag. It makes you question absolutely everything else on the site, especially those glowing internal reviews.
Okay, so if the inside story seems, let's say, unreliable, what about the outside world? What are actual customers saying on other platforms?
Well, that's where the picture gets quite a bit clearer, and not in a good way for the shop. On independent sites like Trustpilot, the score is low, really low, like 2.2 stars out of 5.
Oof, that's not great.
Not great at all. And the complaints are pretty consistent. We're seeing lots of reports about really slow shipping, items showing up that are, much lower quality than expected, smaller than advertised.
Broken items, too.
Yep, or things that break almost right away. And misleading descriptions seem common, too.
Okay, so if something goes wrong, what about customer service? Is there any help there?
Generally no. That's another major complaint area. People often describe customer service as basically non-existent, or if they do get a reply, it's unhelpful, unresponsive. It's a common theme in the negative reviews.
But were there any positive signs externally?
To be fair, yes, there were a few. Not many, but some. A handful of reviews did mention their cats actually loved the toys, like the kitty curls. And very occasionally, someone reported a positive customer service interaction. So it's not like every single order is a disaster.
Okay, so a tiny bit of nuance there.
Right.
But the overall picture is still pretty negative externally.
Definitely.
And that brings us back to transparency, or rather, the lack of it.
Yeah.
Beyond the questionable origin story.
Right. There's just not much else there. We couldn't find any information about the founders, who runs the company. There's no About Us page really explaining their background. It's all very vague.
Which isn't typical for a business claiming 15 years of history, is it?
Not at all. Usually, established, legitimate businesses want you to know who they are. It builds trust. And this lack of info is another classic sign to be cautious with online shops.
And what about that specific product claim? The Kitty Curls toy.
Yeah. They claim it was voted #1 in 2024. But again, our sources couldn't find anything anywhere to back that up. No awards listed, no links, no proof. It just seems like, marketing fluff. Completely unverifiable.
Okay, so let's pull this all together. For someone listening, maybe they saw an ad for the Flappy Perry or something. What's the bottom line here?
Look, the bottom line is Marlenes Pet Shop throws up a lot of red flags. Serious ones. You've got the misleading claims about how long they've been around, the impossible review dates, widespread external complaints about quality and shipping, and just a general lack of transparency.
So proceed with extreme caution, basically.
Exactly. The advice from the sources is pretty clear. Be very careful. If you really like the look of one of their products, maybe try to find it elsewhere, from a seller you already trust, or on a bigger marketplace known for reliability and, importantly, buyer protection.
That sounds like solid advice.
Yeah.
And it leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? If a company starts its relationship with you by, well, seemingly fabricating its entire history,
Yeah.
what does that really say about how much they value your trust or even keeping you as a customer beyond that first click to buy? Something to think about next time you see a brand new site claiming decades of experience.